Hello and welcome, my dear friend. I'm glad destiny brought you here today because this one is an important one. I want you to take a moment and think about the world around you, the way things seem to unfold with a certain ease for some people. They glide through tasks that you might struggle with, and yet it feels like no matter how hard you try, it's just not the same for you. But here's the thing, there's a reason for this. What others find easy? It's simply too normal for you. It's not a challenge, and you, my dear friend, are built for so much more than normal. Have you ever found yourself watching others breeze through routines, wondering why something so simple feels so draining for you? It's natural to feel this way, especially when you've always sensed you were wired differently. You might even question yourself, am I doing something wrong? Why don't these things feel natural to me like they do for everyone else? But it's not about lack of effort. It's not about ability. The truth is, you are craving something that challenges your soul in ways others may never understand. You're too powerful for the mundane, too extraordinary for the ordinary. The errands, the checklists, the repeated motions, they're not where your soul finds meaning. And so, they feel off. Not because you can't do them, but because they were never meant to define your path. And even when it feels like you're not making progress, let me gently remind you, you are rising. You're already doing incredible things, whether or not you realize it. You show up in quiet ways, in your thoughts, in your growth, in your resilience. Think of the times you've stepped into the unknown without clarity. The times you offered your heart to others when you barely had anything left for yourself. That is strength. That is power. But these things aren't always recognized, are they? Society doesn't always praise the quiet victories, the decision to keep going when you wanted to give up, the moment you chose hope when fear felt louder, but the universe sees them. And somewhere deep down, I know you do too. You might wonder, if I can't handle these simple things, how will I ever do the great ones? But you've got it all backwards. The truth is, those easy things feel misaligned because they're not written into your blueprint. You weren't born to copy and paste the script handed to you. You were born to rewrite it, to live with depth, with meaning, with purpose. And that means your definition of success, of ease, of progress, it was never going to look like everyone else's. Let that sink in. Because the big, soul-defining things, those are what you're here for. And while most would shy away from that kind of challenge, you were made for it. You were designed with the inner strength to rise to heights others can't even imagine. It's not that the small things are beneath you. It's that your soul is asking for something more. So if you've ever felt like you're falling behind because you're not living up to someone else's checklist, pause. Take a breath. Those checklists were never meant for you. You're measuring your magic with a ruler that was built for something else. Now, I want you to think about your big dreams, the ones you hold close but hesitate to speak aloud. Maybe they seem too far away. Maybe they don't fit the mold. But what if those dreams are closer than you think? What if they've been waiting for you to believe they're possible? Not because they're easy, but because you were built to rise to meet them. And you don't need to rush. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You simply need to remember that your soul doesn't resonate with the predictable. It craves depth, truth, and meaning. So let's talk about what that really means. What does it look like to live in alignment with your soul when your wiring doesn't match the conventional? It means your life will unfold differently. It means success might come in waves that don't always look like progress to others, but to you, they're everything. It means understanding that the moments of rest, of deep introspection, of emotional processing, those are not delays. They are sacred pauses, where your energy is recalibrating for something greater. And while others may thrive in repetition and routine, your soul lights up when you're creating, exploring, sensing, evolving. You've likely noticed this already. The spark you feel when you're doing something meaningful, not just productive. The ease that comes when you're immersed in something that matters to you. That's not accidental. That's alignment. Now, that doesn't mean life will always be easy. In fact, choosing your true path often comes with more inner work, more courage, more clarity. But here's what's different about you. You were made for this. Not everyone can walk this path. Not everyone is willing to ask the deeper questions, to challenge the status quo, to dismantle the expectations placed on them. But you are, and that's why you're here. You're here because the universe knows that your soul has the strength to break patterns, not just for yourself, but for those around you. That's the kind of power you hold, the kind that moves silently but leaves a lasting impact, the kind that transforms not just your world, but inspires others to question their own limits. So the next time you catch yourself feeling behind because you're not ticking every box on someone else's list, remember, you're not behind. You're on a different map, one that doesn't look like theirs because it was never supposed to. And if no one's told you this recently, I am so proud of the quiet work you've been doing, the healing, the inner conversations, the moments of growth that no one sees. That's where your power is being built. That's where the foundation for your future is being laid. You see, your greatness doesn't always arrive with fireworks. Sometimes it comes in whispers, in subtle shifts. In the moment you say no to what no longer serves you and yes to what truly does, even when it doesn't make sense to anyone else. And here's something else I want you to hold close. Your worth is not measured by what you achieve. It isn't found in accomplishments, recognition, or perfection. Your worth is not something to be earned. It is something to be remembered. You are worthy because you exist, because you breathe, because you carry a soul that was chosen for this lifetime, with all of its complexity and brilliance. So as you move forward from here, I want you to take this with you. You don't need to become someone else to be successful. You don't need to hustle your way into proving your worth. You simply need to be more of who you already are. That is your power. Let yourself redefine what success looks like. Let it look like peace, like joy, like feeling good in your own skin. Let it look like authenticity. Because when you live as you, fully and unapologetically, that's when everything starts to align. This life isn't asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to be real, to trust yourself, to allow your soul to lead. And when you do that, everything else begins to shift. The right people show up. The right opportunities unfold. The path ahead becomes clearer, not because the world changed, but because you did. And that's what makes you unstoppable. So, wherever you are in your process today, just know this. You are exactly where you're meant to be. You are not lost. You are not failing. You are unfolding, beautifully, powerfully, and with more grace than you give yourself credit for. Trust in that. And above all, trust in yourself. You've got this, my dear friend, and I'm so honored to walk this path beside you. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.